and welcome to the MathematicsKicker. Today we'll be focusing on the quadratic inequalities. If you haven't watched our videos, go and watch our videos from the introduction of the inequalities, the procedures, and then those conditions, right? And then the linear inequalities. Now we are dealing with the quadratic inequalities. And now, the question says solve for x. Solve for x. Solve for x. It means that for which values of x is this expression is x squared plus x minus 2 greater than 0. It means for which values of x is x squared plus x minus 2 greater than 0. We want those values of x. Then how do we deal with something of this nature? Then it's a quadratic. Let's factorize it. Let's factorize it. We are factorizing it. The factors of the first term is going to be x and x. The first of the last term is going to be 2 and 1. Then the middle term is positive, it's going to be positive, and then negative, the smaller one. Right. Then in this case, I just want us to be careful. My good people, be careful in this case. We are going to find our critical values, the CV, the critical values. You say the critical values are what? Are, if I take this 2 to the other side, I will have minus 2. And what? If I take 1 to the other side, I'll have what? I'll have 1. Please do not write x plus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to this, and you say x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to 1. If you are doing it like this, you are introducing other solution. We don't have equaling to. Our values are not included, right? Are not included. It's only greater than 2, right? We cannot have, we don't have this condition. Avoid doing it like this, because at the your final answer will argue your statement. Then here you are making a statement. This is the answer. You're making a statement, then you are arguing the statement later. Then okay, now let's deal with it. Then now your critical values are minus 2 and 1. Then you draw your number line. You draw your number line, you have minus 2 and 1. Then because of this, I said before at the introduction that you will write this circle. The circle is not included, right? It's not included. It's not included. You'll have plus, plus, minus. I want us to prove that. You will always have plus, plus, minus. I want you to take you to your calculator. You take any value. This is quadratic. Always on the quadratic. You take any value which is this side is less than minus 2. Any value is negative 3 is less than minus 2, negative 100, negative 60, negative 50. Any value which is less than minus 2 and you substitute on x. You will get a positive here. You will get a positive. Then you come this side. You take any value which is greater than 1, which is 2, 3, 4, 100, 1000. As long as it's positive there, which is greater than 1, then you substitute here on x. You will get a positive number, right? If you take any number which is between negative 2 and 1, which number is between negative 2 and 1 is 0. 0 is between them. Negative 1 is also between them, right? Negative is also between them. 0 is also between them. If these values and substitute it here, you will get a negative. Any values between negative 2 and 1, you will get a negative. That's why I wrote plus, plus, minus. Always it will be plus, plus, minus. To save time, it's plus, plus, minus. You can prove it in a calculator. Then now, how do we conclude it? We say it's plus, plus, minus. And here, they are telling us, this thing must be greater than 0. The greater than is positive. It means those values are there. Plus, plus. The plus, plus means what? It's positive. Listen, the plus, plus is positive because it's greater than 0. Any value greater than 0 is positive. Then I will have these values there. It means our x is there. It means our x will be less than minus 2. Or our x will be what? Is this side. X will be greater than 1. Right. This is our final answer. I will see you on the next example on the quadratic inequalities. Right.